Provinces tackle everything from ramping up the vaccine rollout to reopening. With Insight, we're joined by epidemiologist Dr. Raywat Deonandan. Hi, Dr. Ray. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, as always.
It's our pleasure. So let's start with AstraZeneca. Folks who received their first doses during March 10th and 19th can now get a second dose, and it seems all because of a UK study showing a drastic reduction in the risk of those blood clots. So what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I get so many emails from people who got AstraZeneca doses asking what about their second shot. So I'm relieved to be able to give them an answer. It's good. So it looks like the people who got their doses first will get in that 10 to 12 week zone, which is the optimal zone for maximum immunogenicity. And we won't be wasting any shots, which is my biggest takeaway from this. Because if we had delayed any longer, we'd have to rush to send these shots to India or someplace where they'd be really appreciated. So it's good to know that we're putting them into arms. That's the important thing.
Yeah, vaccine's very precious. And we also have good news where modeling is concerned. We could see a dramatic drop, and I got to give credit where it's due. You did predict this because the latest modeling suggests that we could see cases drop to just a few hundred by July. So how likely will we be able to keep those numbers down, do you think?
I'm pretty confident because as the numbers drop, we're vaccinating on top of that, and the vaccination holds them down. The key, of course, is that we have to agree to get vaccinated, so people got to step up and roll up those sleeves, and we have to get those second doses on schedule. In the interim, though, we can't be flagrant with the guidance and start doing things too soon. So while this is happening, keep our distance, wear a mask, be responsible.
And also, I wanted to get your epidemiological insight on the Premier yesterday referring back to the modeling. Opening schools could drive cases up by 6 to 11%. A lot of parents very disappointed to hear that. What are your thoughts there?
I think closing schools prevented a healthcare catastrophe in this province. I was looking at some data from Texas just this morning showing that premature opening of schools there may have caused 40,000 cases, up to 800 deaths. We don't want that here. And if we can prolong this restriction further, we can drive cases so far down and keep them down that kids get a free summer and things never have to close again. So I think the Premier is right. We have to be careful about this. I'm not a fan of opening up things too early, especially schools. Schools can be pandemic accelerators.
Okay, then. It's May long weekend. I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you how folks can enjoy these newly opened outdoor amenities safely.
Right, outdoor is fantastic. It's not perfectly safe, but it's much, much safer than indoors. So the trick is to go out, have a good time. Don't be too close to people you don't live with. If you're going to be close to people who are strangers, wear a mask. Don't be French kissing strangers, Just be responsible and don't go indoors with people you don't typically live with. Otherwise, have a great time. Spend as much time as you can outdoors.
Well, that kind of brings me to my next question, Dr. Raywat. We are seeing reports out of the U.S. that dating apps are announcing or introducing a vaccination sticker to their platform to signal to other users or potential love interests that they're inoculated, or also guide people to a clinic near them so they can open themselves up to the pool, so to speak. So what's your take on this, and could or should this be a part of our new normal?
It kind of already is. I mean, with dating apps, people choose their partners based on a variety of factors that we can't all agree upon, but they exist. These check boxes are there. It's a kind of vaccine passport in some ways, right? So proof of vaccination opens doors to all kinds of things like maybe theaters, travel, schools, certain jobs. Why not dating? This might be a short-term business opportunity for the next couple of years. So I'm curious to see how the private sector responds.
Okay, ending with a little fun on a Friday. Thank you so much for your time. As always, that's epidemiologist Dr. Raywat Deonandan. Thanks so much.
Thank you.